timing of it's important, and like we were saying about Marcus earlier, he's probably in a better position than someone that's playing in a 23s Premier League.
I was about to say that, yeah.
Even though he ain't got the contract right now, he's playing the men's football. He's doing stuff that these guys ain't got experience for. So they're gonna have to go and get that before they can be trusted to come into the first team.
And that's what I want to touch on next. So some of you listeners have probably seen it already. You get me. When I saw it, my reaction was crazy. Like I was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?" So Marcus, how do you pronounce his last name? Sablier, innit? Cool. Marcus Sablier. How old is he? 18. Yeah. Plays for Bromley.
First team
now. Cool. This isn't his debut.
No.
But this is his first professional goal.
So, no, he scored in pre-season.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He scored 2 or 3 in pre-season.
But this is his first professional goal, competitive match. Yeah. Absolute banger.
Ibrahimovic like.
Zlatan like.
Stupid still.
Like, how long have you known him for?
So, Marcus went to my school, innit? But the age difference is, when I was in Collie, first year Collie, he was year 7.
Okay, raw. Okay, cool.
But Forest Hill, the way the setup is, you buck everyone, innit?
Yeah.
And where man was always into football, I went down to watch the year 7s play a couple times.
He was always just there.
Do you know what I mean? Then, back then, bro, meaty, so meaty.
Yeah.
Anyway, used to, obviously, being the older kid, you know when everyone tries to gem it with you, it's like, oh yeah, like, I hate you coaching, like, can you coach me, And obviously, back then, I was quite new to it, and you know when you just want to work, like when you start coaching, your aim is, can I work with the hardest ballers? Like, that's just your natural reaction.
Yeah.
You don't think about working with someone and
developing someone. So.
But this kid, was on me, bro. Like, I'm saying, every time he saw me in school, he's asking me, can we go to the park? You live next to me. Can we go to the park? Like, and I'm just boying the youth saying, relax, man, chill. Until about year 9, that 13, 14. And he's asking me, but I'm watching these games still. Like, I'd go down and watch, and like sometimes I'd even ref and Lino and all of that, because like man was into ball, innit. And I could see him slowly getting better. Then I was like, say nothing, boom. Did some sessions, then built like a relationship with him in terms of doing sessions, like whether it's half term or summer holidays or whatever. And then till he was 16. And then when he was 16, still at Bromley all this time as well. So he's playing for Bromley. He's been to a couple of trials at this point. No. Keeps getting no's in it. So I'm like to him, cool. You're 16. Your next step, you gotta play some men's football. Like if you do it now, it looks good on your CV. Everyone's gonna be talking about you because you're 16. Anyway, so Ryan Darcy.
Yeah.
Send him with Ryan to Guildford. I'm like, right, I beg you, just take him Guildford with you. Let him train. Trains. Gaffer's like, yeah, you're playing on Saturday. FA Cup. He's thinking raw, like one training session, get asked to play, all of that. Boom.
What position play up front?
Centre mid, bro.
Oh, centre mid,
bro.
That's
to come
crazy.
into a team and play centre mid is mad, innit?
To see the goal that he scored, I thought it was a striker, bro.
So for Bromley, he's playing like a Phil Foden winger position or Bernardo Silva. You know, when you're inverted,
like inverted winger.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
okay, cool. Yeah,
he's a centre mid at heart, but
he's got
they
flair
want him
enough
to get on the ball because they play 5 at the back, innit? They want the wing back to overlap him and all of that sort of stuff.
Right, okay.
So tactically it suits him. But so goes there, plays 20, 25 minutes at 16. But the commute is the problem where if Ryan's not going, he's not going.
Yeah, it's tough.
Like we said earlier about commitments.
Exactly.
It's hard. So I've said to him, cool. They were step 5, which is step 5 means you're 5 leagues below League 2.
Yeah.
So I said to him, do something more local, Lucian Borough. I'm there. I was just there for bants, in it, just to play a little and keep fit. Come down. Still a good level. If you can play at this level at 16, get minutes, and then slowly work your way up the steps, in it. He came down, and I would say within 4 months, he was probably the best player in the team in terms of technically, in terms of he's the fittest, in terms of like he was the centre mid that is your go-to guy.
Yeah.
Like, if something's gonna happen in this game, he's gonna produce the key pass. But the gaffers weren't rating him. Not rating him, but you're too young.
Yeah, they weren't believing.
You got to go and get experience. No belief in. But everyone else on the training pitch is like, this shoot is cold.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is he starting in this team?
Yeah.
He's biting his tongue. And he's come on.
So how old is he by now?
Still 16, 17. Like, just slowly progressing
Yeah.
through to 17, innit? Keep getting told. Gaffer gets sacked. New one comes in. Oh, I'm into the youth. Puts him in the team a couple times. But we start losing. You know when you lose, the youth got to get out of the team.
You've got to go still.
That's
you
like,
just blame the kids.
That's like, yeah, it's your fault. Like, automatically, it's your fault. It came from the left wing. Or
That's
the
a no
left
You're too weak.
So he's done all of that. And then again, not playing again. Gaffer's saying to him, I think it's too early for you. Like, you got to go and get more minutes.
Of course it is.
Maybe he's telling him to go and play like Kent County football, bro. Like, you know the fat guys with the bellies.
Yeah.
Go and get some minutes.
But when he plays with his age group, what's that like?
So at this point, it was done. Like, he's starting to be
it's
done.
taking
Like,
the
he's
fit.
really
I
into
can
it, like
imagine.
16, 17. Like, so I'll get into the other side of it. Let me just talk about this side first. So, he's at Lewisham. That gaffer actually gets rid of him. Says to him, look, I think it's better you just stay at Bromley, focus on that. I don't see a future for you with Lewisham. Say no more. I said to him, look, do you know what? He's now touching the end of the second year of your scholar.
Okay, yeah.
With Bromley. So he's like, I think I'm just going to go full-time at Bromley next year with the 23s.
And this is him at 17, going to turn 18.
No, this is him. Let's say I'll fast forward to him 17 going on 18.
Yeah.
So, boom. Does that, which is back in July. And then let me switch on to the other side now. So that's the end of the non-league sort of outside of Bromley football.
Yeah.
So back at Bromley now, he's under 16. I go and watch his games. I'm bringing everyone down, bro. Like, at this point, I'm saying this kid's got something, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sending Liverpool, Everton to come and watch him. They're like, bro, he's cold still. Like, proper giving good feedback. Other clubs as well, they're just like some of the bigger ones. But he's gone in. No, sorry. We've taken him to West Ham. So we phoned West Ham and said, look, this kid, he's a player. He was actually there when he was younger and they liked him, but they didn't offer him and But they said, look, we've heard about him. We want to have another look.
Yeah.
Imagine we're sitting in his mum's car and we're on the way to West Ham, first session. Get a phone call from the club. He can't come. We're like, why? Bromley have called us and said to us that he's signed under paperwork. Like, you know, if you're signed for the first team,
you can't
just
like,
no matter what.
Can't just trial.
Bro,
impossible.
He hasn't signed nothing, you know. They've just phoned and
told
the line.
Say that? Oh, shit.
Because
now, can this make is this calm to go out?
Yeah.
Alright, so
should be calm.
Alright, so I fuck up his team.
No. But at the time, like, it was one of those ones
at the time, yeah, for sure.
It was like, wow, man are really trying to stop me from like progressing, innit?
Yeah.
But this was under the old management at Bromley.
Okay,
not the ones that are in now.
Okay, yeah, the ones that are in now, great.
You the guys, man. You the guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Why would stuff like that happens to other players, innit?
So the reason they did it because he hadn't signed in it any contract. So the next day at training, they've bought paperwork for the whole 18s and said, look, all of you got to sign this today. He's taking it home to his mum. She's screenshotted it to me, and I'm like, tell all of them players don't sign that because you sign that, none of you are getting signed for free. Like, they're basically trying to get money out of them.
Yep,
so it's like, cool, we get that, but bro, he's sat in the car, he's crying about West Ham. Like, it's my opportunity to now go back into a club, and it's being like stopped, sort of thing. But yeah, so that happens. Boom. Get on to the guy that was in before. that was in charge of like the academy was like, you'll never play for the first team here.
Well, the Bromley Academy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, because he's the link between the academy into the first team.
What does his first name begin with?
Who?
You guys talk about.
We'll bleep it.
His name, what's his name again? I forgot, you know. Yeah.
My old PE teacher still.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He
So,
asked me, you know,
Tell me a time, I'll bleep it. Because the initials are important.
1 hour 15.
Cool.
You know the year that I done my shoulder?
Yeah.
That was the year when I was like, oh, I'm not really on football. So
Yeah.
I was playing, but I was like, I'm not enjoying it, innit?
yeah.
And I think most of the main reason why I wasn't enjoying it is because I had to play centre back.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went, I was like, proud. Like, man's trying to work on his left foot for me.
Yeah.
Put me centre back, bro.
So
I'm not meant to clip
just
it,
clip
bro.
it.
But I wasn't enjoying centre back because every single team that I go to, yeah, they got this like keep ball.
Yeah.
And them type of games can be boring for centre backs.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
the midfielders are popping it. You might header it once in a while, but you're having quiet games. I'm like, I'm combative in it.
Yeah,
like
of course.
Macus, I'm just flying to tackles, all of that. If I'm not doing that in the game, I don't feel like I've played football.
Yeah,
Do you get, so I wasn't enjoying it, yeah. And then the guy said, yeah, he must have sent me a text. He's like, yeah, and that because I think a couple of years before that they were restructuring the whole academy.
Yeah, of
He
course.
said, come down, blah blah blah. So I was like, rah, cool. I might go Bromley, And then just before pre-season started, that's when I done my shoulder. I went to just mess about in the park, innit? And then since then, I just haven't gone back. Was just out for a year. The year before that, I wasn't enjoying kicking ball. I was like, bro, it's long. Do you get me? So yeah, I just wanted to ask if it's same guy.
But yeah, so that situation happened, telling him like, you're not gonna play in the first team here. Then he gets sort of in two minds on, do I stay or do I try something else? Because that's how man's moving with me. Credit to him, I was telling him to leave and go to the similar level, but just do it somewhere else. And he was like, once he got past that guy, he felt that it was onwards and upwards. So he decided to stay in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, got into the 23s. Obviously, during that last season of the college scheme, he was breaking into the 23s every now and then. But now he's fully in the 23s and training first team. So he's, again, stepped up the level.
No, man, sorry. But just to cut you off, then I started to realise where I was. Bruv, man was doing the same thing but with Dulwich, bruv.
Yeah.
So I was with Dulwich, touch a couple 23 sessions and that. I'm thinking, by the time, this is just fun, innit? You get me? Man's not deep in, man's doing my thing, bro. Yeah. I didn't understand it now. And when you explain it, like, hearing it from that perspective, it's like, no, this nigga's on the brink, like. This like, nigga's bro, 2 moves away from doing it, like, for real.
Like, we all done it. I done exactly.
It's nuts, bro. It's nuts.
We didn't have the willpower to stick it out,
or even the guidance.
Or the
because someone like we didn't have someone like you
to give man knowledge, like, bro, you're mad close.
Going trial with us, like coming, not just sending us, but coming and then advising us.
I've done mileage for this.
Do you get me?
Yeah,
so we didn't.
Like,
so
it's nuts.
Big up,
it's a thing of people don't like. People will say to me, "Why'd you do it?" Like, but I do it because, again, we've built a relationship from young, all of that sort of stuff. So for me, it's the satisfaction of knowing man's helped you get to where you want to go, and now you're flourishing. Do you see what I'm saying?
For sure.
But yeah, back to the story. With the 23s, playing well, and then gets the first team call up to train, and he's saying like he's just ripping training, like, and then pre-season, this is pre-season coming. That's just come.
Yeah, a couple months ago. Yeah.
Their pre-season schedule is like Arsenal, Watford, 23s though. So I'm saying to him, this is a good gauge for you. Palace, 23s. This is a good gauge for you if you get minutes to see how you'll do at academy level, because you're playing against what you'd play against week in, week out. Yeah. Like I said, scores 2 in 3, and plays well
against those academies. Okay,
so he gets kept in and around the first team. But I said to him, again, in football, it's one of those things that one of my boys actually taught it to me. And he said, in football, he's a pro, or was a pro, sorry, he's retired now. But he said, don't get too high with the highs, but don't get too low with the
A
lows.
lot of coaches said that to me as well.
sure.
Keep a nice balance.
If you're too high, you're like him now, he could be on the highest horse getting gas, but it's a thing where we've said, go into training, keep working, keep your head down, just keep going in it. It will keep coming, you'll keep building. But yeah, so at that point, I said to him, look, you're in and around it, and he's the only one. No other 23s is really doing this. So he's like, cool. Towards the end of pre-season, they signed a centre mid, his age, that was on trial for like Brentford, all before he just come into Bromley. So he's thinking, it's rather, I'm not seeing the pattern. Like they're 2 steps ahead and trying to replace me from now. Like I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not the guy that they thought I was, or fuck it, I just got to make sure that this guy don't see this pitch. And they're brethren. They used to play together.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
but I'm saying to him, the mentality's got to be kill him. Go and make sure man don't get a shirt. But obviously now, the other guy's was out on loan, innit?
Okay.
You know, normally you can do like 2-month loans and 1 month loans.
Yeah.
He's out on loan to another team, so I was like, they're making their choice. They're showing you. But yeah, within all of that, hasn't started yet in the league. And I said to him, look, it will come. I said, you know, you sort of got to set targets for yourself. I said, by Christmas, if you get 10 appearances, whether it's 2 starts, 8 off the bench, that's good, innit? You're 18, you're doing your thing. Then one game, he said, the gaffer called him at half time and said, get changed. And this is at Bromley, but the away fans bought 3,000 or 4,000, he said. So the ground is booming. He's never played in that sort of, said his legs were jelly, everything. But again, went out there, had a good half. Gaffer said, look, did well today. To the next game, started. He's thinking, raw. What do you mean starting? Anyway, got through that one. Got through another game, so this is his 3rd game in. Yeah. Getting talked about now, like, oh yeah, this Marcus Sablier, like, he's a really good player. And the gaffer's sort of back in the conversations. But throughout all of this, he's been on trial to another team, innit? Leicester, he went on trial to Leicester.
Okay.
Batted it up, scored, assisted. He had 1 week trial, scored, assisted, did a fitness test, was the fittest in the club, all of that. Got told no. Not that you're not good enough, you're similar to what we already have. All of, you know, the normal.
Why am I here then, bruv?
They got 4 centre mids already. You wanted me to come.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense.
So all of that's happened. And then now, I'm on FaceTime to him. This is before this mad
night before the
night
game,
before. And we know it's on BT Sport. And obviously me and him over the last year and a half have been filming with BT for a documentary that's coming out in November the 23rd called South of the River.
Sick.
I'll explain a little bit of that after.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're doing this now and we're doing FaceTime now and he's like, bro, I'm going to bag tomorrow. And we're like planning the celebration. He's like, oh, I'm going to run up to the camera and do it. Because my name is Marcus, all of that. So I'm like, bro, if you can do that, I said, no matter what, if you make an impact on the game, the fact that it's on BT Sport, it means that you're going to get some recognition.
Sure.
Anyway, I'm at Chelsea coaching against Everton, doing what we do at Chelsea, just dominating games. And then I just look at my watch and his little brothers message me, Marcus just scored a banger, all in capitals, explanation mark, everything. So I'm like, I looked at it, carried on with the game, and then I went, no, I can't let this one slide. Like, I need to know what's happening right now. Yeah. Obviously at Chelsea there's 2 of us, so I sort of said, I'll slide toilet quickly. Yeah. Ran, got my phone out, and then I've seen it, and I'm like, oh my days, bro, this kid's not joking. So anyway, scores, sort of like a, how would you describe it? Like an adjustment.
It's like a bicycle kick, but it's from
a readjusted bicycle kick. Like,
bro, I slowed it down, man. I slowed it down. I was like, brother, what? Because at one point, his foot's on the ball and his foot's on the ground at the same time. So it's like, as soon as he makes connection with the ball, his other foot comes up.
off. Yeah.
So it's like he was flexible enough to keep his foot that high where it looks like a bicycle kick.
Yeah.
It looks like he was both feet off the ground at the same time thing. But that wasn't the case. Man clotted it and then lifted his left foot up and spun in the air. It looked nuts. It just looked nuts. Like
So that's happened, and then he's got Rising Ballers posting him, and
I saw that post.
You know when you're a kid, yeah, or
That's
you're
like
18,
that's like your Forbes list, bruv.
you might be talking about this one.
Yeah, I think
That's not 82, but yeah, that's from Homeboy.
Yeah, that's like your Forbes list, bruv.
Yeah, so
That's
he's
30 under 30 for ballers.
he's reading all of this and he's gassed and
Yeah.
well, what else happened? Oh, like the headlines, bro. Like he's headlining on BT Sport. He was on ITV News at 6, bro.
Word.
The goal was shown
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, Marcus Sablier," and he's like, he's just, he don't even know what to say.
Cloud
innit?
9 fam.
But anyway, after the game, I finished Chelsea. I FaceTime him, and I'm talking to him. And I can even show you the reaction after, but he's gassed, bro. Then I hear 208, 2 Lucian. I said, brother, you're on a bus and you just scored. I said, no, get off that bus, bro. He's like, what do you mean get off the bus? I said, order yourself an Uber, I'll put money in your account for you. Like, there's no way you're scoring goals like that and you're on the bus home with the fans.
I said
to
208.
harass you. I said, no.
Man went over the. He's people's champion, bruv.
But yeah, like in long term, obviously he knows what he wants to do. But right now, he's doing well for himself.
So something like that, in the conversation you had with him, we spoke about earlier, innit? Don't get too high, don't get too low, innit?
Of course.
Like, bro, you're 18, your name's in like all the headlights in all your circles.
But you're not on a 6-year contract at
Exactly.
Chelsea.
Yeah. So
Do you see what I'm saying? So he
Shit
can't
could go
get
left
too high.
quick. Shit could
That's
go
the
left
thing,
quick.
Man, he could, for example, God forbid, but he
Touch
could
wood
2
for
months
sure.
down the line, be in the league below on loan because stuff has just gone left.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
we know.
We all know that guy that's had a mad or was in a
Mad
mad
high.
position and
And
then
then
now
now
he's
man's
just
not
you see
there
what I'm
no
saying?
more.
So
Yeah.
that's why you can't get too high because if you
But for someone that's like, the reason I say that's for someone of his age, maybe who probably have boys like friends like that who, if they were in that position,
yeah, of course,
they're moving like they've made it now.
of course,
get
100.
me?
But that's why I think, like you said, having someone like me who's been there, done it, seen it, doing it as well, helps him because I won't let him get gassed like that because I know, like we just said, you know how left it can go quickly as well.
In like a day, bro. Like it can happen.
God
so
forbid,
quick.
like you could just get injured
100.
and then it's done.
And
You see what
even
I'm
small
saying?
stuff like we probably know some guys that we know mutuals that they were in certain positions, and it took a week. Like it just took 4 days, like 3 days at training and 1 match, and the next week they're done.
Yeah,
Like it's peak. It's peak.
like the game.
Ball thing's serious.
Football's such a thin line between success and then failure,
Especially in this country as well.
Yeah,
Especially in this
It's
country.
cutthroat
like,
in this country.
This
so
country,
bad.
because there's so much talented ballers.
Not even. I wouldn't even say this country. I'd say if you live in London, if you're born in London, it's so hard for you.
London's like New York, isn't it?
You see, like
if you ain't got
you see,
it,
like me and you, how we were like Dulwich Hamlet level. See, if we lived in Birmingham, you'd probably play for Birmingham. I'll probably play for Villa.
yeah, we'll probably be
Because
levels, yeah.
bro, it weren't that.
Yeah,
it wasn't that.
sides, just
If
like
you're
that.
in Manchester, even though it's Man United and Man City and Liverpool and Everton locally, they're not it, bro. Their levels are not what London is. So a man that's playing for Leyton Orient in London could probably play for, like, if he's an under 10, let's say, could probably play for Man United's under 10s and be levels.
Yeah.
Just like the fact that you're born in London and it's overpopulated with players, bro.
Yeah, it's
Know what I'm
tight,
saying?
innit? It's just tight. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Them other places, just ain't
They're
no one
meaty,
there.
bro. They're meaty.
There just ain't no one there. They just take you
Like,
they can.
like back to the
London's
Nationals.
tight. Yeah.
When we're playing in that game against Wolves, the guys like, your subs are hard. Like, my subs ain't it. Your subs are it still. Man are voting for man of the matches online when they're watching it, and they're voting for a man that's come off the bench because he's like, this guy's come on and just been stupid, but he hasn't been able to start because the starting lineup's so dumb already.
So better, yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And look, we spoke about it with my school team
Exactly.
in year 7. Stupid.
Exactly.
It's just London's so mad for ballers, bro. So mad.
But it's also, I think more recently, you get a lot of people leaving London or even leaving the country.
And I think that's the solution that people have been scared to do. Like, no one wants to leave the environment they're comfortable because if it doesn't work, you see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm in Germany and I'm now not even kicking ball in Germany, or I'm playing League 2 football in Germany, or whatever it may be. You see what I'm saying? Like, who wants to do that when I could do that in England? So why take the risk? So, but bigger risk, bigger reward. You see what I'm saying?
100.
So,
100.
Football's mad like that.
Do you remember that you came with something on your mind?
That was more to finish the thingy episode with. So obviously I was listening to another podcast. Yeah. So I sent one that I don't know if you listened to, but I put in the group chat.
No, I haven't had time still.
Listen to it when you get a chance. Still, it's good. But yeah, this is a different one. It's called I think it's called $1 Million Ideas or Dreams, something like that. Yeah. But essentially, especially like as men, innit, there's like all of us who do stuff that we work on, we've got our own crafts, our own hustles. Yeah. Coming to the last quarter of the year, sort of use if you could pick a word. Let me just make sure I get it right. Yeah. Yeah. If you could pick a word, yeah, that you're gonna go by, or you're gonna use to sort of define the end of the year for you. So this is the word, you're gonna live by that word for the rest of the year. The last quarter. Like
what I'm gonna do for the rest of the year, or what I feel my year's been like.
No, what you're gonna do for the rest of the year. So if you could pick a word. Mine, so I'll just give you an example so you can make it easier. The guy on the podcast, he picked simplicity. He says simplicity. He wants to go back to keeping things simple. Just a lot of the things, especially he used like a lot, especially after like the year we've had with COVID, or it's messed up a lot of the things. So he just wants to go back to basics, keep things simple. Mine was focus. You get me? I think for me personally, the things that I haven't planned and emotion, I have to make sure that I'm focused. Like, it's gonna bare distractions are gonna come up, Christmas, holidays, you get me, whatever. But keeping my focus is something that's gonna help me sort of, especially go into next year and we're like, rah, can't believe these things are popping off, or can't believe you started this, because the last few months, if you split the month, like a lot of people say, rah, months go by quick, but for not the year goes by quick, but for me it goes by really, really quick, because I especially even my day job, we work in quarters of the year, and we break down the quarters by months. You get me? So there's 4 quarters in the year. So once you're 6 months into the year, that's like 2 more quarters left. You get me? Of course. And if you look at it as like a game of football, there's sort of like one last half of the game left. So you're like, that's the half that really counts, because you're gonna get the result from the half.
That's where the 3 points come in.
So for me, it's focus, innit?
For me, I would say my word would probably be consistency. And it's consistency because to be a top coach, to achieve the things that I want to achieve, you have to stay consistent. You can't be developing players left, right and centre for 3 years and then no one comes through in the next 5. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I want to be almost like a conveyor belt where you come into the club, you develop, you improve. If you're good enough, you go, boom, you're out. Next one comes in, and just keep working the circle in terms of at grassroots level anyway. In terms of, see with me, like I say, I have different mindsets for different fields, because the grassroots scene is different to the academy scene. So consistency in grassroots, but in academy, I would probably say, I know what I mean, but I don't know the words.
How to describe it? Yeah.
You can describe it. We might find a word for it.
I got the word. I want to be a sponge. Okay. I want to soak in everything still, because within academy football, I'm still a baby. I'm still a young coach, like I've said. So even though people say to me, your experience, you do this, you do that, I've done it in a short space of time. I haven't. It's like doing, you know when you're doing your driving and everyone wants to do a crash course. Yeah. You can drive now, but
you ain't got the experience.
You ain't got the experience. You still need to soak it in. You got.
You get me?
I mean, you got to let the
To have a few close shaves and that.
Few close shaves.
Like you ain't
Got had the yellow light pop up on the. You get me on the petrol thing.
One light come. What?
Yeah, you need to hold that. You need to hold that.
And sometimes I feel like I forget how much I've achieved in the short space of time.
Sorry, oil leak. You gotta change the tire. You gotta. Sorry,
bro. My engine light.
To get it out.
My engine light's been on for like.
Yeah, you need that. You need to hold that.
Stays on. That's how it stays on.
You gotta hold that one there still.
But yeah, so I feel like I underestimate and forget how much I've done in the short space of time that I've been coaching, because the nationals, bro. I know coaches that are like 48, hunting it, ain't gonna win it probably anytime soon as well. But I'm doing it. But
Done it.
I've done it. Do you see what I'm saying? So for stuff like that, it's nice being where I am, but I'm still like in the coaching environment of an academy and learning that side of the game. I'm still young, so I like every time I go in, I'm trying to listen in on every conversation. I want to know, why have you been here for 25 years and you ain't moved out of your position? You've only gone up, or do you see what I'm saying? And learn what I need to actually achieve or accomplish to get in your position, because the ultimate aim for everyone is to keep elevating, and till this point I have, but I don't want it to stop.
And let me just jump in there. Yeah. I hope
Go
what you said, all the viewers are gonna take that in.
Yeah, because that was a gem right there.
And for me, yeah, that's like literally the way I see things, innit? Like, remember last time when we was talking, like, bruv, like when you feel like you know what, let me give myself a break, like, or a rest or whatever. And you're chilling, you're like, nah, bruv, like, what am I doing? I need to do something.
I'm wasting time, bro.
Do you get me?
For example, see me. I haven't been on holiday, bro.
That was one of my questions. I was like, when was the last time you took a holiday?
I'm talking, I've never, like, my mum's taken me on holiday when I was little and stuff, but since I could officially do my own thing, I've never gone away. My friends will say, oh, come, let's go. No. Why?
Hustle.
If I leave for a week, when I come back, the schedule for ball and the catch-up that I'm going to have to be doing is going to be stupid. So you see me, because if I did it in the summer when my kids have got pre-season, it's going to have a long-lasting effect on me, because throughout the season, they're going to be a little bit more unfit, which means I'm going to have to do certain things in a different way, maybe train them harder, maybe do an extra 2 sessions at some point. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm making more work for myself long-term if I do that. And I always say, people deserve a holiday when you've achieved what you want to achieve. That's just me personally. Man might not think that, that's up to you. But me personally, I ain't done nothing in life yet. Why am I taking a break? Like, what do I need a break?
Workhorse mentality.
But listen, I'm talking like, man will go out on the weekend and go to the motive and all of that. But I'm still going balling the next morning. I'm getting at 4, but I don't get up at 7 or 8 to now go Tunbridge Wells away. Like,
and be set up before everyone comes.
And still be there before the guys that went at 9 o'clock.
The work will still be done.
And my voice is like this. Like, this is why I'm like this.
We'll go again.
I went out.
No cap, like, no, I'm not even trying to take shots.
I went out on Saturday. I didn't get in till 5. I watched the Fury fight. And then went bed and had to be at Leighton Orient's training ground for 9:45.
It was there.
So I was
early,
bro. Kids are
let's tuck into this properly. Yeah. Let's talk about, because like the way you are in terms of cool, like you don't basically let things stop you from doing what you want to do.
Man's possessed, fam.
Do you get me?
But it's because me personally, I'm addicted to what I do. Like
100%.
I wake up every morning. My mum even says it to me. She says, like, you don't talk about anything other than football. Like, you will do anything, like, if my mum says you got to do this and this on Sunday morning, like chores and all them things. If I, like, some weeks she might tell me to do clean the garden, clean the front garden, do your hoovering, your ironing, do all of that stuff before you leave the yard. And my mum If she says before you leave the yard,
She means it.
don't try and leave the yard and stuff ain't done, innit?
Because you'll be late
You'll
for
get
where
a
you
frying pan. You'll get a frying pan. You'll get a Dutch pot. You'll get something.
Yeah.
So save the
Something with the
drama.
handle, you know.
Man
Save
said
the drama.
Dutch pot, you know. You don't have your Dutch pot.
That's that special recipes you cook.
So save the drama and just do it. So
yeah.
when man's got football, let's say 10 o'clock kickoff. Me, I always get there an hour before, like I said. So I'm getting there at 9. I might have gone out on a Saturday, but I'm still getting up at 7 to make sure I have an hour to do everything Mum's just said to then go. And then she's like, why are you up so early? And I said, well, you told me I got to do stuff before I leave.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But she's like, what, you're not going to take the day off? No, I can't.
Yeah, brother, I say that louder.
I can't. Like, but
bro.
people... No, but
Especially from my mum. I hope my mum was listening, bro. I can't take the days off, bro.
People do the whole Monday to Friday and then
Saturday,
let loose for. I don't let loose
Saturday
on Saturday and Sunday.
Don't make this, bro. It's a
week,
normal
fam.
day for
Don't-
man.
don't-
It's
a week for a reason.
Don't tell me about weekends, bruv.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just-
weekends ain't a
they don't
thing.
exist,
like,
bro. They
my
don't
week
exist.
is normal. Like today, what? It's a Monday, bro. I got work in the morning. We're here. Like
Man, forget it's
you
a
see what I'm
Monday.
saying? Like,
You get what I'm saying? Man,
I don't even care.
I
This
live.
is-
That's what man
I
is.
live like for the, and that's one thing, yeah, that I learned to do this year and probably. What did I say this year? When did I have my operation? So I had my second knee operation.
Yeah.
In February this year. Yeah.
What you say? You're the guy that had the ACL injury.
No, that's not because. Nah, that's not what stopped me
That's why
from
you
kicking
didn't
ball.
make
Nah.
I said, oh yeah, my knee.
That's not. So I started kicking ball. I started kicking ball way before that.
Oh, no, that wasn't it. I still
Trust me, every time I say I say I talk about my injury, yeah. I don't even like saying like I used to kick ball, fam, because you know I don't want to be that guy. That's
people add it together.
no, that's why he's talking. Nah, man.
No, I'm still kicking ball. I like cheeseburgers, bro. No, I like.
Do you want me to show you why I started kicking ball?
I like
But
the bench.
obviously the second surgery, then we went through the second lockdown, innit?
Yeah, of course.
And then I'm thinking, raw, like, and especially I don't know if you've ever gone through like a long-term injury, but the days really count.
Yeah,
Do you get me? You basically need to find things to do to make the day go as quick as possible. Because one, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
And every like minute is dragging. So then I had to basically teach myself, yeah, bro, forget about tomorrow, fam. Because not everyone sees tomorrow. Do you get me?
Yeah.
You need to do everything you can do today.
But what I tell you about my guy's memory, Jen?
And what Nick told me as well,
Cause-
you need to do whatever you can do today, because and then when it comes, then that's when the questions that people are, rah, you don't take a rest, you don't, because tomorrow's got its own issues. I can't bring today's issues
I can't stall it
into tomorrow.
prolong it, like.
Do you get me? So everything that I have to do today, I don't even forget tomorrow. Like what I do now, like before I sleep, the last thing I do is I probably check my calendar to see what, so I can mentally start. Okay, if I need to wake up early tomorrow, I already know why I'm waking up early.
Yeah,
Do
exactly.
you get me?
Exactly right.
I wake up so early most days that, for example, if I didn't set an alarm,
I'm still getting
I'm getting up at 7. Man, again, I'm saying it, but it's actually true. If I go out and I get in 4,
This body clock.
my
is
body
just
will get
there
up
for-
no later. The latest I think I've slept in the last 4 years is like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, I might nap at some point, and my naps are 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah, no,
Like,
man takes them
I
naps
don't
heavy still.
I
Yeah,
don't
my
do
naps
the-
are kind of heavy. Man,
I
my
don't
naps
do
might
the
be
2-hour naps. and
Yeah,
that.
No,
no.
man do the hour nap
But
still.
them ones, the ones that
30 minutes
those
to an
2 hour, 3 hour naps I might take, yeah, I have no control.
Yeah,
man.
you're just
Man's on the phone hair.
Yeah,
Man, phone's
just
hair
cool.
with it. You get me,
Bro, you know how many
Bust up, bro.
You know how many people have said to me, we was on the phone last night, you just conked.
Yeah,
That
Bro,
works.
when it comes to that time,
yeah. When your
it's
body
just-
just
you
says,
can't
"Yo,
control
you
it,
need
bro.
to sleep, nigga."
You can't control it, fam.
But
God.
honestly, like there was I think I said it last time as well, where I listened to like motivational stuff. Like for me, Floyd Mayweather's mentality is elite in terms of the way he thinks, the way he talks about getting up, doing what he has to do in terms of boxing, getting in the gym, all of that. For me, I try and translate it into the ball thing, and to a certain extent, the whole Essie Dons thing, the hardest working, not by choice, all of that stuff, like, bro, it's if you're from the environment, you understand it. Like, bro, we ain't got a choice, because I'm telling you now, like, for example, at Chelsea, I think there's, I want to say 5 black coaches across, like, if I'm saying close to probably 150 staff members.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like 5 or 6 or 7, whatever it may be. No more than 10% of the club is black. So if I'm not doing the most, I'm not getting an opportunity.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You gotta do the most.
You need to even get your foot in it.
I got, bro. So